What's up, everybody? Ryan, the game show guy here with a fun game for you. I've had this video out there before, but like almost all of my videos, I'm pivoting and updating them because I'm changing and putting almost all of my games into this platform called Genially. I've talked about it before, but in order to be able to edit this, you're going to need an account with Genially. You can sign up with your Google, Microsoft account. It's free. There's a pro features that you can be able to get, which add a lot of fun features to it. But for most of the stuff I've designed, all you really need is just a free account. So check the thing out here. Now, although you look at this game and you think like, oh, this is like for little kids, it's not. It is, but it isn't. Anyway, you could play this at any grade level because basically it's the idea about you answer questions correctly, and that gives you an opportunity to be able to move your character along the way. What I like about this one is this should maybe, for those of you who are thinking like, you know what, Ryan, maybe I want to start designing my own games. How do I do it? This is a great example. This is a classic sort of board game of a beginning to an end, and if I answer a question correctly, I roll a die and I can move myself along. And so, although this is this particular theme, you can make it into anything that you want. So many tools that are out there, AI image generating that you could be able to do on any platform. Genially has their own AI builder in here as well too, if you want to be able to do yours. So you could play it this way. You could kind of make it with your own. I'm going to show a little bit of that one, but let's just jump into it because, folks, this is Chutes and Ladders. Yeah, Chutes and Ladders, everybody. I think it's maybe everybody's second game. First game's got to be Candyland that you all play as a kid, and then Chutes and Ladders. And the point of this game, like I said, is why is this going to be into a review game? Because you can turn it into that. And so if you take a look at here, basically the idea that I have designed 80 spaces within the game, and I have 4 different characters down there. And the way, which is awesome about Genially, is you have these dragging features that I can click these characters and move them around. And the neat part about that is that they move, but they're not actually changing in the file itself. If I go back out to the file, you can see here, this is the editable file. Like the characters are always going to be there. That's just to sit on top and you move just for that session that you're in. It's kind of hard to wrap your head around it, but they're basically just floatable, movable pieces. And you simply just do that in Genially. You right click and you say turn on or off dragging. Sort of when I first saw this was like, okay, this is radically, when I first saw this, I think it was back in October, I'm like, this is not going to change all aspects of my game, is having this draggable feature. So, yes, I'm building Chutes and Ladders, but like I said, you may want to be able to come up with your own that I'll talk about in a second. But let's just jump back and I'll show you kind of what the game relatively looks like. I move my character back over here to the beginning, and I have a built-in HTML spinner here. You click on that, and you say, how many spaces am I going to move here? And that's going to be 2 or 3, I don't know. There we go, 2 spaces, then I go 1, 2, there we go. Now your turn, and that's it, spin back and forth, back and forth. Now, but hey, like how's this supposed to be like a review game? Well, let's throw some questions in there. I'd put 30 over here if you'd like to be able to use, and you can come up with 1,000 different ways in which you can be able to do it. You can have more than 4 people or 4 teams or whatever, but basically I put in some built-in template-y kind of questions that I have are basically any kind that you want. True, false, multiple choice, fill in the blank, doesn't really matter what it is. This is just an editable window within Genially that you go in there and change, put whatever you want down there. And then I've had 2 things that are animated. In the bottom right-hand corner, the answer button, you click on that, will bring up a text box of the answer. And then you can't get out of here unless you hit the animated X in the upper right-hand corner, which jumps you back out of here. So then you can say, hey, you got the question right. All right, so now I'm the kid with the hat backwards, and my turn to spin. Yippee! And then my turn to spin. And then the magic of Chutes and Ladders is just the up and down. This game has been around like forever. Originally called Snakes and Ladders. I think it was invented in India, forever ago, and now it's been turned into Chutes and Ladders, and it has this. That's actually what I was hoping for. Now I'm going to take my character, move 1, 2, 3, and here's the fun. I go up, yippee, and I'm on spot number 23, but don't worry, because now slides are going to take you down, up, down, up, down. Anyway, and that in essence is the game there. To be able to do that, you can do as many questions as you want, as little as you want. Different from, let's say, like the traditional Chutes and Ladders game, you may want to be able to play it that we're only going to, let's say, 30 questions. And whoever is farthest along at that particular point, or you can end it once somebody gets to the end and such. But anyway, that's it. It's sort of my shortest tutorial. But wait, hold on. There's more, Ryan. What else can I do? I want to pivot and change and make it myself. Well, how can I do that? Well, let me jump out of here and show you what I have. First off, right here is I have the 4 characters on the bottom with a spinner. And that's all you need is basically this one page in Genially. If you wanted to be able to have, I have another version over here of of tokens that you can be able to have. Let's say if I want more than 4, so you can put more than 4 people on there, and I can have different tokens that could be able to have 6 teams, 7 teams, 8 teams. But like, what if I don't want tokens or players? And I'm like, a lot of us have dabbled with the world of artificial intelligence. So what about this? Let's say I like that idea, this little cartoon token, but let's have something a little bit more fun. So I'm going over here to Gemini, and I type in this, and I say, hey, redo this image of a token, but make it look like me. Here's a headshot of me, and I want to keep, this is how I want me to dress. I want to have, black pants and shoes and hoodie and all that kind of stuff. But I want this particular style. And then you hit, you play around with that thing and you get a couple different iterations. And next thing you know, you're like, hey, check this thing out. Here I have this really cool me character that I can be able to drop into that thing. And so, or play around here too. Like I love my Welsh Corgi. So like you could be able to personalize it and say, hey, now make a Welsh Corgi in the same game token kind of a fashion. You can change the bases or you can change the whatever. Just think about whatever characters that you want it to be. So then I can take those characters. Let me drop into here and show you what it kind of looks like. So if I was taking this from scratch and I would say, okay, here are my characters. I'm now going to go over to my, I'm going to insert and I'm going to go and find my images that I ultimately wanted. I'm going to drag them into this insert area. And then once they're there, then I can bring them in and put them as their own standalone objects here like this. And so I'm going to resize this particular one. And the magic, like I said, comes from this. So if I right click this object and I say turn dragging on, now in the upper right hand corner, it says now when this selected is, now when this object is selected, it can be moved. So I'm going to put this in a temporary preview window here. And now this character now can kind of move along. So how fun is that? Now I can make it about dogs or whatever. Think about whatever is in your room or whatever you're connecting with. You have a school mascot, you have a classroom mascot, make it into this. And so, but besides that, then why does it even have to be Chutes and Ladders? Can I come up with my own? Absolutely. Start thinking about coming up with your own boards or your own paths if you want. And really interesting, you can literally draw them by hand on paper, take pictures, throw them in some of those AI image generators. Like I said, Nano Banana with Google is one of my favorite. Take a picture of that, throw it into there. And like you can see here, here's an example of one of a photo that I took of just a drawing. And I said, hey, turn this into like an F1 Formula Racing Grand Prix game. And then it takes that drawing and puts it into a little pathway for me. So the possibilities are endless. And it's not like a lot of kids are really sort of dying to be able to play Chutes and Ladders, but you may want to be able to kind of personalize it and make it on your own. So anyway, free, fun game. Definitely check it out and hope you can have some fun with this thing. And as usual, I'd love to be able to hear some feedback. So everybody check it out. And again, you can check out my website for all my resources and games, YouTube, TPT, and all that sort of stuff. I hope you have fun with this one. And I am Ryan the Game Show Guy.